Good morning, class.
Good morning, CS1.
I am CS1 Graciano, and today's topic is the USS Cole. A little bit about myself. I've been in the Navy now for 12 years. I've been on board 3 different ships. During these ships, I have had the great opportunity of getting qualifications in regards to anti-terrorism. 2 of those qualifications were Chief of the Guard and ATWO. Being qualified as an ATWO, which stands for Anti-Terrorism Watch Officer, gave me the knowledge and the understanding of the capabilities and the responsibility of protecting the ship by all means necessary. By a show of hands, who knows about the USS Cole bombing in the year 2000? Very well. We have a couple of students who did not raise their hand. Hopefully after this presentation, you will have an understanding of what transpired during this bombing. Safety is paramount. In case of an emergency, we're going to exit the room through these doors. We're going to go downstairs. We're going to muster across on the parking lot where myself or another instructor will take muster. In case of a snowstorm or a hurricane outside, we're going to exit the room through the same door. We're going to muster downstairs and inside the galley where we will take cover. In case of a training timeout, we're going to just throw me the universal timeout or just scream out training timeout. We'll assess the situation, and after the situation has been resolved, we'll move on with training. First, in our agenda today is our objectives. Our objectives for today are to discuss the terrorist attacks on the USS Cole. Additionally, we're going to recognize one of the 17 sailors who lost their lives during this attack. Our first slide is attack on the USS Cole. The attack on the USS Cole took place on October 12th of the year 2000 while they were refueling at the Yemen port. The ship was only scheduled to be in port for 4 hours. Those 4 hours turned into the whole afternoon after the terrorist attack bombed a 150 square meter hole on the skin of the ship. This explosion also led to 39 sailors to be injured and 17 sailors that lost their lives. Out of those 17 sailors, we're going to talk specifically about one of them. Any questions before we move on to the next slide? One of the 17 sailors that lost their life that day is MSSM Francis. MSSM Francis was a sailor who joined the Navy out of Woodleaf, North Carolina. She was only 19 years old when she lost her life, and she had only been on board for 1 year. MSSM Francis, MS stands for Mess Specialist, a rate which later in the year 2004 was changed to CSs. She was just carrying out the daily routine of the day. She was in the galley prepping for the lunch when the attack took place. Any questions before we move on to the next slide? In this slide, I would like to take the opportunity to do some knowledge check. I have 2 questions. My first question is, in what year was the CS rate changed from MS to CS? Yes, Seaman Recruit Taylor.
2004, CS1.
2004, Bravo Zulu. My next question is, for how long was the USS Cole scheduled to be in port? CSSR Medical.
4 hours, CS1.
Outstanding, 4 hours. This concludes my training in regards to knowledge check. Next, we're going to talk about our summary. Today, we discuss not only about the attack on the USS Cole, we additionally recognize one of the 17 sailors that lost their lives. Additionally, I have added some references here, a website where you can go and learn more about the USS Cole Memorial. Safety is paramount. I want to remind everybody, in case of an emergency, we're going to exit the door. We're going to exit the room through this door. We're going to muster downstairs in the parking lot where myself or another instructor will call muster. In case of a foul weather, instead of mustering outside, we're going to muster inside the galley where we will take cover. Are there any questions that I can answer at this time? This concludes my presentation for today. Thank you for your time.